Rico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. And off we go from Soldier Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. Another run here, another run by Swift. And a much better result here. Give me 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. He'll manage only a couple. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On 1st down, it's Swift. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jamal Clark there to get him down.
At the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's another Bears 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson.
Roschon Johnson, ball carrier. Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. off play action. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And some nifty footwork there. It'll only amount to a gain of a couple.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be
under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Jack Sanborn getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on 1st down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They'll go play action here with Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Trying to finish this opening drive from the 3, 3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Here comes 2nd and 4. On the play fake, Dak. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Bears 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
A run here with Smith. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7.
Cowboys 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tyreek Stevenson on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll step up and run this. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Out to his right. There he goes again. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll go with Williams. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, here's Dak. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
1st down, Prescott. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Here's Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Cowboys.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
Quick throw on target to Pickens.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page. And when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and short. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Pistol now for Prescott. He's going to run it. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Dak Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Bears 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On third down, it's Williams. And he goes up top, looking for Komet. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams, and he'll get about 5.
Williams, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Prescott. Oh, a loose football. Looks like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. To the 45. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. What a run by Swift. 55 yards on the game.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll step up and run, and they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Bears first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Third and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much. But yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun. It's nowhere to go. He is taken down. Osa Odigizua getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Chicago.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
For another Chicago Bears.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Woo! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
At the 15-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 5-yard line.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Santos for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bears go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Devontae Turpin on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Dak. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
To the air again. Prescott. That's to Ferguson once again. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the 2nd to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Dak. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. On the move left. Now he'll run it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Williams to throw on 2nd down.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's in. Olamide Zakius. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bears 31, Cowboys 17.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Forced out wide, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On the play fake. Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he will get into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7.
The score, Bears 31, Cowboys 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 2.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bears first down.
Yards on the play.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's into the hands of Zakius. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Throwing is Williams. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And you can see him with the ball in the air there, Mike. He's kind of leaning. He's hoping that ball would come back. It ends up catching a piece of that upright, but he's able to get it to go through.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's made by Pickens. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They work forward to the 40-yard line. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Prescott now. Quick throw on target to Pickens. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dallas.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Play action now. Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Chicago.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Luther Burden, the intended target,
It's second down
and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
2-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Give up the middle with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd, they need 8. To throw is Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. To the pylon, he's in. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are going to extend their lead. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Carry, it's Williams. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Cowboys.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up.
To the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. Cowboys are able to cut the deficit to 10.
41. Cowboys 31. Brandon Aubrey to
So
kick
now,
off for
after the
Cowboys.
touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. It's the third pick of the 2017 draft, Solomon Thomas. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. Run this over the center with Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a designed run. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lang. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
gain
A
of
pickup
14.
of 14 on that
First
one.
down,
That's
Cowboys.
good for a Dallas first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 4.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to put...
And he will score! Game on! Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Over the middle, he's got 30. Pull him up and down, just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd and 10. Now Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
It is 3rd and 10. Williams to the air once more. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
To number 2, DJ Moore. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
Second and inches. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up third and short.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
That's another Bears.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Kmet. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. He'll pop his head for about 4, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. On third down, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Bears, first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Johnson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
One more time with Johnson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
It's now third
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll throw again. Dak. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep it.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a...
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. And off we go from the Windy City. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will score. Oh, Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
First down, Dallas.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going with their second possession. This drive will begin with a run by Smith. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't don't think they need to go away from it.
6-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. He'll get this complete to Tolbert. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. One more time for Williams. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
Jervon Dexter on the stop.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Prescott. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. And this is on. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Now, faking the give. Pass is caught at DJ Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Solomon Thomas gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
On play action, here's Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Now Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Cowboys.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dallas.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. To throw is Prescott. A quick slash taken by Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air again. Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And that is no good. He missed it. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Finding space at the 15. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Swift is in for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
2nd down, Prescott. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A give, and here comes Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Looks like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Into space and caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll step up and run this. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 23.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
That's good.
And that's a nice grab for his 1st catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off play action. Here's Williams. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Williams to the air once more. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Quick shot caught by Colbert on the slant. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 34 yards.
A big connection from Dak to CeeDee. It's a gain of 34.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Bears 21.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Whoa! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Second and 11. Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and 8. They'll go again with Swift, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was brought down by Javier Evo. A gain of a yard brings up third and 7.
What can they do here on third down and 7? On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They will run it over center with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That pass is caught by Burden. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. First down, Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Now Williams. He gets this one to Moore. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go all the way. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage.
24.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Third down coming up.
And for this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after it.
And he will score. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They're trying the left side with Swift. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's going to have the first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Quick slide, caught by Burden. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.